Good evening, Antonio. This civil lawsuit follows a similar criminal indictment for charges of continuous sexual abuse of a child that Ronaldo Mitchell Chavez is facing. A statement released by the Salinas Flores law firm accuses the Diocese of Brownsville of negligence in the case of a sexual assault of a minor. The civil suit points to the alleged abuser Ronald Mitchell Chavez, who was a deacon at the San Cristobal Magallanes Parish in Mission during the alleged assault. The victim, referred to as John Doe I to protect his identity, claimed to have suffered a continued sexual assault when the teenager was between 14 and 16 years old from 2010 to 2012. 2 years later, the plaintiff decided to file a criminal complaint in December, which led to the consequent arrest of Chavez by Mission Police in January.
So this is probably one of the first efforts that we're hoping that those people in a position with the church that can come forward and again promulgate or advance this idea on behalf of the Pope that we're not going to tolerate this kind of behavior.
The prosecution attorneys believe other victims are still out there. They realize fear is a factor, especially if it seems to go against their own faith.
It's difficult sometimes for people to come forward because of the shame associated with it, the psychological issues that people go through, the pain, the suffering, and the embarrassment of having to come forward.
The diocese is accused of failing to monitor and supervise Chavez, as well as failing to implement policies and procedures to prevent child sex abuse, for which the diocese responded, "We continue to do everything possible to ensure a safe environment, and the Diocese of Brownsville is in full compliance with the chapter of the protection of children and young people." To date, since 2002, more than 14,000 people have participated in this training. It has raised awareness in our entire community about the vigilance that is required of all responsible adults for the protection of our children. Chavez's faculties to minister as a deacon in the diocese were removed in October 2012 when an allegation was reported to the parish priest and brought to the attention of the diocese. The allegation was then reported to law enforcement. Due diligence was followed by the diocese every step of the process. The diocese says that it encourages victims and witnesses to come forward to denounce such behaviors. For Fox 2 News, Oscar Morgaine reporting.